Strange and Amazing Plants, a reading discovery book. Strange and amazing. Plants are amazing life forms. With just water, air, sunlight, and soil, they grow into a variety of shapes, colors, and sizes. Plants survive in all kinds of environments, from cold, snowy mountains to dry deserts to murky swamplands. Most new plants start out as seeds. Seeds can be so small they look like dust. The largest seeds belong to the coconut family. Some can weigh 35 pounds. Seeds are often enclosed in a fruit. The granddaddy of all fruits is the giant pumpkin. In 2009, the world's largest weighed 1,725 pounds. Largest flower. Flowers of plants are dainty, lovely blossoms, right? Not always. This flower is huge. It can be 3 feet across and weigh 24 pounds. It blooms close to the ground in a rainforest. Bees do not pollinate this giant. Flies do. And what do flies like? The rotting flesh of a corpse, dead body. So this big beauty has a very strong odor to attract flies. Its nickname is the corpse flower. Big stinker. Another rotten-smelling giant of the rainforest is this amazing plant, the corpse plant. You will probably hold your nose if you visit one, but flies love it. The tallest bloom on record was over 9 feet tall. Gentle giants. Imagine trees so tall you could look up, and not see the tops of them. The giant sequoia redwood pines are the largest trees in the world. The tallest are 300 feet tall. The oldest living sequoia may be 3,500 years old. That's a long time to be towering over the earth. Desert guards. Most forms of cactus are fairly short plants. Some grow to be huge. The largest is the cardone. These giants stand like armed guards over the dry land. They are covered with thistle-like spines, ouch, and can reach 60 feet in height. Amazingly, cardones don't have deep roots and need little water. Some can grow atop bare rock. Elephant foot. This old shrub lives on a dry desert island off the coast of Africa. It survives by storing water in its thick trunk. It has pretty pink blooms in the spring and is called the desert rose. It's also called the bottle tree and the elephant foot tree. Elephant toes. These are not flowers atop stones. They are small, juicy plants called elephant's toes, pebble plants, and living stones. They grow in groups among the smooth rocks of a dry riverbed. They blend in, and animals looking for plant food walk right past them. In autumn, flowers bloom between the two leaves, or toes. Elephant ear. Leaves take in light from the sun, and this light helps plants make food. The largest undivided leaves in the world belong to the tropical taro plant. It has leaves that can grow to 9 feet long and 6 feet wide. Its nickname is the elephant ear plant. Shooting skyward. Imagine a lawn of grass that grows 18 to 24 inches a day. You can never keep it mowed. That's how fast many bamboo shoots grow. Bamboo is a woody grass, the fastest growing woody plant in the world. Some bamboos are so fast you can almost see them grow as much as 48 inches in a day, 2 inches an hour. Creeping outward. Vines send out runners that trail along the ground and creep up tall objects. The kudzu vine was brought to Southern America from Japan in 1876, and it became the vine that ate the South. Each runner can grow 12 inches a day, and each plant has many runners. This trailing, climbing creeper can take over entire stretches of ground, trees and all. Living on air. Most plants have roots that draw water and food from the soil. However, some can almost live on air. Air plants are some of the prettiest plants. They grow on a rock or other plants such as trees. For many, air and rainwater are all they need to live. For some, dirt and leaves collect around their little perch and feed their tiny roots. There are several types of air plants. Lovely orchids come in all colors and shapes. Spanish moss, which is not really a moss, drapes over tree limbs, soaking up air and water. Living on bugs. Venus was the Roman goddess of love. A pretty little flowering swamp plant is named for her. The ends of its leaves have a sweet-smelling pad that attracts bugs. Bugs just love the taste. But as a bug crawls around, it touches the hairs on the pad, and the pad suddenly closes up into a cage. The trapped bug gets mushy over time and becomes food for the Venus flytrap. Love can be cruel. Sticky treat. Like the Venus flytrap, the little sundew plant gets its food not from the soil, but from bugs. The ends of its leaves sparkle with sweet, sticky droplets that look like dew. The perfect treat for a hungry bug. When the bug walks on the leaf, it becomes stuck. The leaf curls around the bug, and it becomes a treat for the plant. Pitcher of bug juice. There are several kinds of pitcher plants that live in marshy areas. This lovely plant attracts insects with its color and sweet smell. When a bug steps onto the edge of its cup-shaped leaf, it tumbles right in. The sides are so slippery that the bug cannot climb out. It dissolves in the liquid at the bottom of the pitcher and is served to the plant. Desert seaweed. The tree tumbo of Africa is unlike any plant known on Earth. It looks like a clump of seaweed in the desert. This bizarre plant grows slowly, forming only 2 leaves from a short, thick stem that may grow 1 to 5 feet tall. Over time, those 2 leaves grow and split into thinner straps. By soaking up the morning mist, tree tumbos can survive for up to 1,000 years. Sea forest. One of the most unusual plants on Earth is not a plant at all. Giant kelp, a seaweed, is actually algae, a plant-like life form. Giant kelp grow in forests stretching from the bottom of a seabed to the water's surface, perhaps 140 feet above. Giant kelp can grow 2 feet a day. The thick forests are home to fish and many animals. Red mangrove trees live in salty, swampy waters. Too much water can harm a plant, so these trees have an amazing way of staying above the waterline. They have prop roots that are like stilts. These roots form thickets where birds, animals, and water creatures can live. Life on hold. Fern plants have been around since the days of the dinosaurs. In dry weather, they curl up and turn brown. After a long dry spell, ferns die. But not this one. It can stay on hold as brown, dry, curled up fern for up to 100 years. When it gets enough water, the resurrection fern springs back to life. Standing its ground. Up on the high, dry mountains live strange, gnarled trees, the Bristlecone Pines. They grow slowly as harsh winds stunt and twist their branches. Yet They stand their ground and survive. The most weather-beaten bristlecone pines live the longest. The oldest is nearly 5,000 years old, the oldest single living thing on Earth.